Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we are going to be looking at the Xbox Series S. Now, I've actually had this for quite a while. I bought it back in October, and I had it as a Christmas gift for my family. We opened it on the 25th, and I've been playing with it with my family for about a week and a half now, and I gotta say, I am really liking this thing. So let's get right into the video. Alright, so first off, we're going to get into the build of this thing. This weighs at about 8 pounds, which is on the heavier side of most consoles. But, you know, that's okay. That's why Xbox kindly makes carrying bags for these. So, not a big worry of mine. And so you got a big black thing here. This is actually the vent. It's not a speaker, for those wondering. This is a vent, and I gotta say, this thing works extremely well. Whenever we were playing with it, whenever it was getting hot, I would feel it, and it was always the hottest right here. It was a little warm in other areas, but it was always the hottest right here, which means it's a good sign. The ventilation's pushing all the hot air out, and it keeps it cool on the inside very well. So that's one thing that I really liked about it. And so let's just get into the views of it. This side, so you can stand it up tall wise like that, or you can lay it flat. You can really lay it at any side you want. On the back here, we have an Ethernet portal if you want faster speeds. We got two USB slots. We got our HDMI out, a storage expansion if you want to get that. I would not recommend it. It is very expensive. Try to go off-brand. And then there's the power slot right here. So that is the basic build of it. It is a very well-built console, very neutral color-based, and that's one thing I really like about it. And then let's get into the controller here. So the controller is one of my most favorite parts about this console. So other than the previous controllers, which had like the black outer lining, by previous consoles I'm talking about its predecessor, which is the Xbox One, and that had like the black outside here. The D-pad was different. It didn't have these little things here, which I kind of like those, but that's okay. These are super responsive. I really like the D-pad. Sticks are normal. The best thing I like about this is you probably won't be able to see, but there's actually a grip here, and that grip is super great, because if you're a sweaty hand player like me, you get really sweaty hands and you slide around a lot, this grip holds super well. When your hands are sweaty, you don't like slide off at all. It like grips really well. And for the rest of the console, I love the triggers. All the buttons are super responsive. And I have to say, the only problem I have with this is its Bluetooth connectivity. Now, with the PS4 controllers and the PS console, you really don't have to worry about how far you are away from the console. With this, it's kind of iffy. So if you have a Bluetooth device, like a Bluetooth soundbar, in front of the console, your controller will randomly disconnect from the console. Now, I'm not saying that will happen to everybody. I'm just saying if you have more Bluetooth devices in front of the console interfering with the controller's Bluetooth sense, it will cause some problems. So just warning you guys, if you have a lot of Bluetooth devices, make sure this is in front of everything else. All right, now let's get into like the interior and the gameplay of how I like this. Now, I've played multiple games on this. I've played Halo. I've played, Rocket League, Fortnite. I've played a ton of games on this. And you have to keep in mind, this has only about it has 500 gigs, but you will be getting less than that with your updates and stuff. So you'll probably be getting about like 420 or something like that. But this is not a very big game holder. If you want a lot of games, or you want to bring in a lot of games from your previous consoles, you are going to have to think of getting an extension to this, which will be pretty hefty if you get the Xbox version, which is about $200. If you get an off-brand, it will be a lot cheaper. I would recommend that. I have not done it because I don't have a lot of games, but I would recommend it. Now, for the gameplay, it is so great. The speeds are the fastest I've ever seen. I've never owned an Xbox console before, but I have a Switch and a PS4 Slim. This is run like so much faster. If you upload Fortnite, for example, you upload Fortnite on the PS4. Ours is about 4 years old and takes about 3 to 4 minutes to upload Fortnite. This can upload it in less than 30 seconds. Now you're probably like, why does it do that? You're probably like, oh, maybe it's because it's a newer console. And no, that's not the reason. The reason is this is a next-gen console. By next-gen, I basically mean the newest consoles coming out. And those include this, the Xbox Series S, its big brother, the Xbox Series S, the PS5, PS5 Digital. All of those are next-gen consoles. You can include the new Switch OLED, sorry for my grammar. But yeah, these are the next-gen consoles. They will be running extremely fast speeds. And I expect this to run well for a very long time, unlike its previous predecessors, because it is a next-gen console. I believe that Xbox and Microsoft finally did a good job on consoles and on these consoles, because I know Xboxes have problems. And I believe that this one will last a very long time. So, yeah, that's my basic overview of this console. Hope I didn't go in too depth with you guys, but yeah, if you are looking for like something that can contain a lot of games, probably wouldn't recommend this unless you wanted to buy an extension. But if you were just a casual gamer wanting to play specific games, this is the way to go. It still holds quite a few games. I have probably about 5 games on this and still have about half the storage left. So this still holds quite a bit of games. So I would recommend this highly. This is a very good console. I would recommend this mostly over PS5 just because of how available it is. And because, you know, PS5 is a little more expensive, maybe it will run better. That's a big maybe. And I would not recommend you taking that maybe if you can pay cheaper for possibly better. So I'm just saying that for you guys. Love this console. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.